You can have a full beard, a mortgage, a six-figure income and still feel like a boy pretending to be a man. You can play the role, boyfriend, husband, father, provider, and still lie awake at night wondering if you're actually ready for any of it. You can wear the mask so well that no one around you notices, but you do. Deep down, you know. You react when you should respond. You numb out when it's time to show up. You avoid decisions because you don't trust your own spine, and the worst part of it all, you've built a whole life around keeping that hidden. No one ever pulled you aside and said, hey, this is what it means to be a man. Here's how you carry the weight. Here's how you lead. So you guessed, you copied what you saw, you performed, you provided. But the boy inside, he's still running the show. And in this video, I'm going to help you spot where that boy is still running your life and what to do if you're finally ready to let the man take over. See, a boy reacts, a man responds. A boy gets loud to prove his point, where a man stays grounded even when he's furious. A boy avoids the hard conversation, but a man walks right into it because he knows what's on the other side matters more than his comfort. A boy has this need to be liked, where a man needs to be honest. A boy takes attention, energy, validation. A man gives direction, presence, truth. And here's the real kicker. A boy wants freedom without responsibility, but a man knows freedom comes from responsibility. I didn't always know the difference. I used to collapse every time that shit got hard. I'd get defensive in fights. I'd disappear for days in distraction. I was waiting for someone or something to tell me what to do. I looked like a man, talked like one. But the moment things got heavy, the boy, he just took over. And I would justify it, saying, I'm just stressed, or she's being emotional, or I'm doing my best. But deep down, I knew I wasn't leading. I wasn't grounded. I wasn't proud of how I was showing up. But that's the moment that everything shifted, when I stopped trying to look like a man and started actually becoming one. If any of this is landing so far, it's probably because there's still a boy running parts of your life. And no shame, that part of you was built to survive, but you're not here to survive anymore. You're here to lead. So here's how you know if that boy is still in charge. Number one is you wait for permission. You don't make decisions, you float. You hand leadership over to your partner, your boss, your mates, and then you resent them for having to carry it all. Boys wait to be told what to do. Men decide, even when it's uncomfortable. Two is you numb out when things get hard. You call it relaxing, but really, it's escaping. The weed, the porn, the scrolling, the overworking, it's anything to avoid the weight. See, boys run from the discomfort. Men move through it. Third is you shrink or explode under pressure. When you're criticized, you shut down or you lash out. You either play small to avoid rejection or you get loud to feel powerful. But either way, you've left your center. A boy can't hold tension. A man is the tension. Four is you shape shift to be liked. You say what people want to hear. You hide your truth to keep the peace. You're not alone when you should be speaking up. Because in here, deep down, you're terrified of being seen and rejected. A boy, he needs approval, but a man, he needs alignment. And five, you still feel like an imposter in your own life. Even if you've got the job, the partner, the income, there's a part of you that still feels like a fraud. Like that if people really saw you, they'd realize that you're still figuring it out. But that's not weakness, that's just a sign you're not done becoming who you're meant to be. And look, and if anything is hitting something real for you here, if you're nodding, if you're feeling called out or maybe even a little bit exposed, good. That means you're ready. I built a mailing list for men just like you, men who are done pretending and actually want to lead themselves fully. There are links in the bio or in my description. Check it out. In it, I send out the kind of stuff that most men never get to hear, the kind of truth that'll wake you up and keep you growing. Now, if you're recognizing these patterns, that means that you're honest. But before we go further, I need you to hear this. This isn't your fault. You weren't taught. You weren't initiated. Like I said before, no one pulled you aside and said that this is how a man carries himself. This is how he leads. This is how he feels without collapsing, and he speaks without domination. Most of our fathers, they didn't know either. They gave us what they could, but they couldn't give what they never received. So you learn by watching TV, porn, rap videos, broken coaches, other lost boys in grown men's bodies. We were trained to chase success, validation, status, but not embodiment, not purpose, not presence. So yeah, you end up with holes, emotional blind spots, sabotaging patterns. But here's the thing, now that you see it, it's your responsibility to change it. So what do you actually do with all this then? If you're still carrying the boy, but you're ready to rise as the man, here is where you start. It's not with books, not with therapy speak, but with real action, with truth, with responsibility. So number one, first thing you do is tell the truth. Start with brutal honesty. Where are you still immature? Where are you still reactive, still hiding? Own it, not with shame, but with clarity, because you can't shift what you're still pretending doesn't exist. Second thing to do is do hard shit on purpose. Whatever you avoid, lean into it, whether it's conflict, cold water, the difficult phone call, that hard conversation with your woman. Growth lives inside resistance. Every time you lean in, that boy loses ground. Third is find strong men. Build yourself a brotherhood. If you're surrounded by soft men, addicted men, performative men, you're gonna stay stuck. You need mirrors, men who hold you accountable, men who challenge you, men who won't just let you coast. Fourth thing you need to do is create structure. So get your mornings in order, train your body, keep the promises to yourself. Discipline, it's not a punishment. It's proof that you've stopped abandoning yourself. And the fifth thing to do is lead. Even if it's small, in your relationship, at work, with your friends, take the fucking wheel. Stop asking others to drive your life for you. The man begins to rise the moment you take back the lead. See, you're not broken, but you are unfinished. And the part of you that's still waiting to be mothered, saved, or understood, that part doesn't get to lead anymore. The man in you is ready, but he won't rise by accident. He needs you to take the next step. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but now. So the question is, and it's simple, are you going to keep living with that boy in charge? Or are you finally going to become the man you're meant to be? If you're ready, drop a comment below. Let me know what has landed and hit subscribe, because this is just the beginning. I'm not here to just entertain you. I'm here to walk with you. And if you're ready to walk like a man, follow along. See you tomorrow, brothers.